Good morning, Kentuckiana. We're glad you're joining us here at 6 a.m. on your Tuesday. I'm Grace McKenna.
And I'm Jim Stratman. Thanks for watching us here on WHAS11 and on WHAS11 Plus. And as you're heading out the door this morning, Matt said it a couple of times already, you need to grab the jacket today for sure.
Yeah, Matt, it is brisk out there, especially when we start to see that wind pick up.
Yeah, the winds are going to be the main weather factor that we track throughout our day. They're still not here just yet. We're waking up to some of those mild temperatures in between the upper 50s and the lower 60s for us. 56 Seymour, 58 near Hardinsburg, 54 Shelbyville, and 54 for you folks in Elizabethtown. The winds are currently gusting closer to 15 miles per hour for you folks near LaGrange and Shepherdsville. 11-mile-per-hour gusts there detected near Mumfordville. As we go throughout the next upcoming hours, we will see those winds begin to pick up. A very small boundary was passing through Kentuckiana through those overnight hours, and we're still left behind with just a few small clouds in our skies as it continues to sweep its way farther off towards the east. So you'll notice on satellite and radar those clouds that developed earlier into our 3 a.m. hour. Now they're advancing farther off from us, but following behind this is going to be a windy pattern that will be around for the rest of our day. This live look that you see right here, you'll notice a few of those clouds in our skies across downtown Louisville. This view is brought to us by the Shriners Children's Hospital in Lexington. Temperatures currently ranging into those upper 50s, but as we head throughout the later hours of the morning, those winds will begin to pick up. Now clear skies with temperatures in the mid 50s for your school bus ride on your way back. Temperatures into the mid to upper 60s with more sunshine headed our direction. And you'll notice a fairly sunny trend, but keep those Halloween decorations secure because past 12 p.m. is whenever those winds will begin to pick up out of the northwest, and they could be gusting between 20 and 30 miles per hour. But we do continue the dry trend throughout the rest of our Tuesday and into our Tuesday night. Still dry and quiet, but getting cooler. We'll be starting tomorrow morning off with temperatures into those lower 40s. We'll have more weather details coming up here in a few short minutes. Here's an update on traffic for you guys this morning. As of right now, everything is moving along just fine into and out of the Louisville Metro. I-65 looks good. The Waterston moving along fine. I-71, all of your commutes this morning looking good. If we have any holdups, we'll let you know. Jim, Grace?
Matt, thank you. Our top story this morning, a decision on where dozens of JCPS kids will go to school next year is now in the hands of the school board.
Yeah, proposed rezoning for Echo Trail Middle School has some parents begging board members to just vote no. But the district leaders say that this should have already happened. Parents did get a chance, though, to voice their concerns to JCPS officials at the first community info session last night. The rezoning would move about 100 kids from Echo Trail Middle School over to Crosby Middle School due to an increase in the 6th graders in that zoned area. Crosby is only at an estimated 76% capacity, while Echo Trail is on pace to be at 133% capacity in just the next 2 years. Now, parents are upset, saying the district failed to let them know far enough in advance ahead of the decision to rezone, and kids at the meeting say they were looking forward to continue learning with their friends.
Over the past 5 years, I've made probably over 50 friends, probably more than that, and it's sad just like to lose them all.
JCPS Chief of Schools Robert Moore says the district began looking at redistricting 18 months ago, but the delay here came from the change in superintendent leadership. JCPS board member Taylor Everett told WHAS the only other option to fit all those students would be to build a brand new school that could cost about $100 million to counter the overcrowding. And that news, again, coming as the district already faces a massive budget deficit. Well, tonight you can voice your opinion about the Echo Trail rezoning to JCPS leaders once again. This is going to be the second and the final community information session about the proposed rezoning effort. That session will be from 6 to 7 out at Eastern High School in the multipurpose room, and it will be live streamed on the JCPS YouTube channel. More continuing coverage now. Your prices for your utilities, they're going up.
Yeah, it comes after the Kentucky Public Service Commission approved that proposed rate hike from LG&E and KU Monday. We told you about this last week. In a statement, LG&E and KU said they understand any increase to customers' bills is impactful and not a decision that's taken lightly. The utilities add the agreement will allow them to enhance services. So how is this going to impact you? It's a big question, right? So KU customers will pay an extra $9 a month. LG&E electric customers will see a $5.04 increase. The hike is $8.10 a month for LG&E gas service. Before the rates were approved, utility customers across the state voiced concerns, including one mother from Moorhead worried about the additional expense.
We could probably pay $18 a month extra right now, but that comes at the cost of what can we provide for our son? What can we provide in his extracurricular activities? What can we provide in savings for our household?
Before asking families like mine to pay more, Kentucky Utilities should demonstrate a stronger commitment to reducing costs.
The rates start January 1st of 2026. Under the agreement, LG&E and KU committed not to increase base rates again before August 1st of 2028.
We do have an update for you this morning as an arrest has been made in a deadly double shooting at an Okolona apartment complex. 22-year-old Jasmine Brown of Louisville was arrested last night. She's now charged with 2 counts of murder, complicity, and 1 count of receiving stolen property for a firearm. Now, this all stems from the morning of September 29th out of the 900 block of Napa Valley Court, where LMPD say they found 2 men dead from multiple gunshot wounds. No other arrests have been made at this time, and the investigation remains ongoing. Brown is set to be arraigned this morning at 9 a.m.
4 people were hurt after an ambulance crashed right into the side of a downtown JCPS school.
Yeah, and it all went down yesterday afternoon, just before 5 o'clock, down at First and Ali. The LMPD says that ambulance was taking a patient to the hospital, lights and sirens on when it entered that intersection. Once inside the intersection, a Nissan sedan hit the ambulance, sending it careening into the side of the J. Graham Brown School. That crash also injured a bystander who was walking along the sidewalk. Now, JCPS told us that no students were hurt, no staff were hurt either. 1 EMS crew member and the patient had to be taken to the hospital, and another ambulance, we're told the driver of the car and the bystander also went to the hospital. Police say nobody's injuries were life-threatening.
And on the Waterston Expressway, another major crash hurt several people and held up drivers right at the start of rush hour. The wreck happened just after 4 and involved at least 5 vehicles. It blocked several lanes of traffic on the Waterston eastbound between Breckenridge and the Browns Lane overpass. LAPD says one crash happened first, then another led to several other cars getting tangled in the wreck. 3 people were taken to the hospital and are expected to recover. And we still don't know what caused the crash.
Well, this morning, Southern Indiana authorities are trying to determine what caused a mobile home to explode, killing a woman and hurting 2 others. We spoke with Shannon Denton on scene yesterday, who told us that she's related to the victims. According to Denton, the woman who died was Barbara Bolin. She shared with us that Bolin was fighting lung disease and was in hospice care. Denton says the 2 injured were Bolin's husband and son, both able to escape the mobile home before the explosion. Salem Fire Chief Mark Day says that the fire happened around 1:30 a.m. down on Rainier Drive. When crews arrived, the mobile home was already halfway engulfed in flames. Bolin died at the scene. The other 2, though, were taken to the local hospital.
We didn't expect her to go this way, not at all. So everybody is just, I guess, like in an awe moment, like what's going on, because we did, we expected the other way and we was prepared for that, but we wasn't prepared for this.
Chief Day says it was not a natural gas explosion and assured residents that there's no ongoing threat to the community. Authorities do still say they're working to determine a cause here.
2 brothers charged in the death of their youngest brother appeared before a judge Monday morning. LMPD said police found Darrell E. Burnett Jr. shot and killed at a Fern Creek apartment complex on Sunday. Soon after, police arrested 2 men confirmed to be his brothers. Darrell R. Burnett is now charged with murder, and Kiara Page is charged with assault. During a Monday morning arraignment, the judge read from a police report explaining what surveillance video captured.
Video obtained from the scene shows the victim and co-defendant in a physical altercation. Below listed co-defendant is then seen on the video surveillance exiting the residence with a rifle, fatally shooting the victim in the head.
Burnett remains in jail on a $500,000 bond. Page's bond was set at $75,000. Both are set to be back in court October 28th.
Happening today, a regional nonprofit is honoring veterans in Louisville. The Volunteers of America is hosting its 17th annual Power of One breakfast. Now, that breakfast is one of the largest nonprofit events in the Derby City. The Volunteers of America expecting about 1,000 guests to attend. Those include some high-profile names. Mayor Craig Greenberg, other elected officials expected to be there. Proceeds from the breakfast will support VOA's programs and help support people in need across Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee, and Indiana. The breakfast is set to begin at 7:30 this morning. It'll be down at the Kentucky International Convention Center downtown.
A beloved Southern Indiana candy store is celebrating sweet success next month. Shim's Confectionery in downtown Jeffersonville is marking its 134th anniversary with a public celebration November 7th. It'll also shout out 3 other major milestones: being named Best Candy Store in America, Warren and Jill Schimpf owning and operating the business for 35 years, and passing the torch to their cousin Steve Shepard. Perfect time to go pick yourself up some Red Hots.
Oh yeah, congratulations there. And happening today, you might want to come down to the Expo Center because the Equip Exposition is set to kick off this week. The Expo brings out a bunch of outdoor lovers to see all the networking opportunities, all the latest and greatest in products being housed inside the Expo Center. The Equip Expo says it's the 5th largest trade show in the U.S. with over 1 million square feet of expo space. The show has been nominated for 4 awards from the trade show's Executive Gold 100 Awards program, and tonight there will be a welcoming reception at Churchill Downs that begins at 6:30. The Expo lasts until this Friday.